Let's cut across to the earnings conference of POWERGRID. The CMD IS Shah is speaking there. Let's listen in.
Yes. But little bit we'll discuss about the transmission, because there are a lot of queries comes from the media and the investors that since generation is not coming up, so business will not going up for transmission also. That's why they want to know what is the outlook. That's why today said go beforehand. I have divided our presentation in this format. Like first we'll discuss a little bit on the transmission, how the transmission, role of transmission is changing. Then we'll discuss the POWERGRID today, performance, asset, financial year 17, investment program, all the things. Now let us come to the transmission first, because you have to understand what is the role of the transmission. Just few minutes before we had interviewed the two number of investors. They all have the same questions. How is the outlook of transmission when the conventional generation is not coming up, etc. And that's why I thought it will be prudent to discuss a little bit about the what is the transmission actually. Earlier when we started the planning for a particular generation, we are generally plan the transmission system like Rihan transmission system, Vindhyachal transmission system. It was particularly for generation. But today we cannot associate any generation with any transmission with any generation. That's why there is a paradigm shift from the evacuation to market enabler. If there is a market, if I can say that if today power sector is surviving, this is because of transmission. This is very clear. That is the reason why transmission is important. It got a special mention in the Prime Minister's speech on the Independence Day. He has put on two issues. That transmission is very important. There is the accelerated growth in the transmission in last 2 years. And the second is one nation, one grid, one price. We'll discuss a little bit more. Can you give the clip on the Prime Minister's speech? आवाज कहाँ रहा?
क्वांटम की दृष्टि से हम आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं. हमारे देश में हमारी सरकार बनने के पहले अगर ऊर्जा का उत्पादन है तो ऊर्जा पहुंचाने के लिए ट्रांसमिशन लाइन भी चाहिए और अच्छी ट्रांसमिशन लाइन की व्यवस्था चाहिए. हमारी सरकार बनने के पहले के 2 साल, हमारे पूर्व के 2 साल, एक दिन में, एक साल में करीब 30-35 हजार किलोमीटर ट्रांसमिशन लाइन डाली जाती थी. आज मुझे संतोष के साथ कहना है कि आज ये काम करीब 50,000 किलोमीटर हमने पहुंचाया है. ये गति बढ़ाने का काम किया है.
That's why in this, why I am explaining why transmission is so important. It goes the mention in the speech. This shows that in this 50,000, POWERGRID is a major contributor. POWERGRID is a major contributor in this achievement. The second thing, then we'll discuss the presentation. One nation, one grid, one price. What is the importance of that? So that.
करेगा. हमने बिजली में, आपको हैरानी होगी, एक इलाके में बिजली रहती थी, कोई लेने वाला नहीं था, और दूसरा इलाका बिजली के लिए तड़पता था, अंधेरे में जीता था, कारखाने बंद हो जाते थे. और उसको बदलाव लाने के लिए वन नेशन, वन ग्रिड, वन प्राइस, उसमें हमने सफलता पाई है. और बहुत तेजी से, जो कभी गर्मी में 10 रुपया यूनिट का दाम देना पड़ता था, मैं पिछले दिनों तेलंगाना गया था, उस दिन 1 रुपया 10 पैसा दाम था, जो कभी 10 रुपया हुआ करता था. ये वन प्राइस का परिणाम देश को जोड़ने के लिए काम होता है.
This is the work POWERGRID has done. Where national grid has been formed in December 2013. After that, lot of strengthening has been done. That's why there is free flow of power. This is the importance of this. Now coming to that, what I feel that why transmission becomes so important today.
All right, so that was IS Shah, the CMD at POWERGRID. The company has reported a stable set of numbers, and obviously he was highlighting the broader contours of the Prime Minister's policy and what was highlighted in the speech in terms of one nation, one grid, one price. The stock is under pressure today, around 1%, but mind you, a company like POWERGRID has benefited a lot out of the capitalization of its assets as well, as also the tariff award that it got 1 quarter back for its Assam to the Assam grid line that was commissioned. So quite a few positives have come through, and also the capitalization of big assets has worked in terms of the profitability and the operational performance as well for POWERGRID. We'll take a very quick break right now, and on the other side we'll get you more market conversation and F&O action as well.